The legal profession is undoubtedly a high-stress environment, so it's vital for firms to be monitoring the mental health of their employees and trying as much as possible to assist with any issues. Helen Ayres of Redlich agrees that this is vital.
It's very important, with the legal industry in particular having about 49% of lawyers likely to experience depression at some time. I think it's important to have policies and procedures and programs in place to address that. I think that what we need to do is remove the stigma of mental health and put forward some positive initiatives to address it. The most common are stress-related, whether it be family, personal issues, health-related issues, or they can be work issues. The legal industry is a stressful environment. It can be positive stress and it can be negative stress. So what we have put in place is an employee assistance program and also some health and wellbeing programs that help to address that. I think also what's important is to have a range of other initiatives to make sure that work is also a fun place to be, so we can balance those stressful times with less stressful times.
David Burroughs of Communicorp says there's a lot that organisations can do.
Well, there's lots of things that organisations can be looking out for, and the red flags there's a huge number of them there that people can see. Most people can recognise when somebody's in a degree of psychological distress. People can see when people are emotionally suffering, but people are often very reluctant to intervene and have a conversation. So by giving general staff the confidence and capability to recognise distress in an individual, initiate a conversation and know where to refer to internally, that's a big thing all on its own. That's one of what we call a psychological safety foundation skill that we think all organisations should have.
Burroughs says recognising changes in behaviour is the first step, and not just interpersonally, but systemically as well.
If we can recognise a change in somebody's behaviour, that's often an indicator that there's some degree of psychological distress there. It's critical that organisations don't try and turn their staff into amateur psychologists. It's not even altogether appropriate to be training people on all the different types of mental health issues that are out there. What is important though is to give people the confidence and capability to intervene if they suspect somebody's having a hard time. And I think that's a key thing for organisations. Over and above that though, if you look at corporate Australia, there's a huge number of red flags that people need to be aware of. Absenteeism, presenteeism, declines in performance, grievance complaints, EAP usage. There's a whole range of metrics and red flags that organisations have available to them that are indicative of a psychological health problem within the workplace. So it's really important that we don't just look at it from a people perspective, but we look at it from the systems perspective and what are the red flags available in those systems as well.